What's up, you guys? Welcome back, everybody. We are ready for another one today. Alright, I'm gonna get some of your videos or photos, and we're gonna critique some of them at the end of this video. Alright, we got some traveling barber kit stuff that we're gonna talk about. Alright, so I was half paying attention, sorry. Now I'm back. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about a traveling barber kit that you guys can use, because many of you guys, even when we go back to the shop, we're going to be probably doing some house visits. I think you're probably going to have a lot of older customers, and you know, some of these older customers might not be able to get out of their house, so it's possible that you might be doing some traveling. So with that being said, I've put together a little kit that I like to travel with, that I think it's going to be good and sufficient to get you by in almost, you know, every circumstance. So with that being said, also I have a couple budget clippers and a couple budget trimmers that I was actually researching earlier today, and I've found that the price of these budget ones are either, most of them are gone, or they're through the roof, the prices. I was very surprised at what some of the prices were for some of the quote budget options. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Earlier this morning, a lot of you guys jumped in with me on the live where I cut Sunny's hair, and we did a whole walkthrough. If you guys missed that video, it's going to stay posted. You guys can feel free to check. I already got a thumb down already, 2 minutes in. Thank you for subscribing to me just to thumb me down. Let's see here. Let me get my comments turned on. And Beauty of Scent. YouTube Barber Academy. Hey, what it do, man? Can you quickly show me the angle in which you hold the blade to cut the top with scissors? Yeah. I mean, this would be how I would hold it. I would look in the mirror this way. Your cutting line is your finger line. Boom. And go ahead and cut. It's going to be easy to cut yourself, so go easy, man. Be careful. So yeah, anyways, we did a little walkthrough with Sunny's haircut. We tuned him up. I used the Ergo, I used the Magic Clips, and I used the modded 1919. You guys picked what I should do, and I chose to use, you know, all of them. Damn, we already got 22 thumbs up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Because, you know, you get that one thumb down early on. It's like, really? So you are subscribed to my channel just to thumb me down. I see how you are. But some of you guys have sent me some photos to critique, and I'm actually going to pull some of those out in a few, and we'll get into some of the critiques. And you know, I've decided that it's just a little bit easier for me to do these critiquing ones if you actually send them to me on my email. For whatever reason, that works a little bit better. Just seems to be a little smoother. So I could like literally drag. The only thing that I don't know 100% is who is sending them. So just to give you guys an idea, I got a one group of photos here. I'll drop those in here. This guy's from Corn Young Boy 16. Here's just some of the work that he's doing here, and it looks pretty decent. Definitely got a little bit of blending issues in some of the areas, but not much. I'm not saying this is bad at all. What I would recommend you do is do this just a little bit lower with a number 2. Potentially set your guideline in just a tiny bit lower, and beyond that, maybe use some texturizing shears in this area and try to soften that weight line a little bit. That could definitely help you out a little bit. You sent me 1 or 2 other photos, and it looks like you're on your way, man. It really does. Here's another photo from the same guy. A much easier to see what's going on in this photo. And I would tell you guys to just stay thorough with your steps. Just stay thorough with what you're doing. I could see that this could probably have used a little bit more of the 1 on an angle and a little bit more texturizing, and probably it would have been wise to leave a little bit more hair in this parietal ridge so you could have kept some of that darkness. This is not a bad cut by any means. I appreciate you, Clifford. Thank you so much. I really appreciate any donations that we get are super appreciated, because this channel basically runs on that. That's the gas in the tank, man. That makes it so I can do all these giveaways. So for those of you guys who missed the earlier live, I gave away a 357 Magnum, a brand new 357 Magnum. And the thing is, now every time I go live, all right, I clean out my garage. That's the thing. So some of you guys know this, but I found an awful lot of stuff to use in my garage that I know somebody else could use. So I decided to, rather than sell them or throw them out or anything like that, I'm going to start giving away on the live. So I already went live once today. So each time I go live from now on, unless this case I'm going 2 times. That was kind of a surprise. But each time I go live from now on, I'm going to try to give something away. We're going to see how long we can keep it going. And this is the one who won. Jay Beats and Waves, welcome back, buddy. This is my man here who won from this morning. Key, are those for pets? I'm not really sure what he's talking about, but I just wanted to put his name in there. No, I didn't give away no gun, man. I gave away 357 Magnum caliber clippers. So that's what I had as part of the things that were just in random boxes to give away. So definitely not giving away no guns here. It's just the name of the clippers. By the way, Tank, I seen your wall detailer review, man. Good video. And for those of you guys who don't know, Tank be chopping up in the house here, and he's got a good channel too. So if you guys get a chance when this is over, go ahead and subscribe to the man Tank. He's doing his thing too, and we're all just trying to grow, man. We're all just trying to get our game off the ground and stuff like that. I got a few more photos to critique that were sent to the email. I'll put the email address up real quick. If any of you guys want to shoot something over before this broadcast is over, I'll be more than happy to go ahead and just put it up there. So let's see here. Thought I had my bam. Okay, here's the email address. If you guys want anything critiqued, it's just easier to do it this way. I could literally drag it and drop it right into the screen. So this is much better for me. So go ahead and send something over to this email if you want something critiqued. If not, cool. Do I prefer Andis T outliners or Babyliss trimmers? We're about to talk about stuff like this. This is a good question. They both have their strong points. But as of right now, I don't think there's anything beating the Gold FX. And if that isn't a testament for what, it's a big turnaround for me, because if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I've had a bad relationship with Babyliss. They're not my favorite company. So the fact that I'm coming here and telling you that they're legit, man, they're legit. So that's the chopper guy. Oh yeah, the chopper. That's Juan. He's saying go check out Tank be chopping. So, anyways, I think my mic's a little hot. I don't have my headphones on. I don't feel like wearing them things on my head. I actually been crazy busy today. What's up, JL? Good to see you. I went from doing that live stream this morning. I went fishing. And I took care of my whole yard. I ran in here. I was like, oh, damn, this time I got to prep for this show. And I prepped for the show, and I got everything. So, like, it was quick. It was good. So, I think I probably could turn it down right here a little bit. Okay. So, is my audio cool? Everybody good? Will the beard survive the quarantine? I damn sure hope so. I am not doing anything to make it not survive. Okay. So I know, and I'm aware that a lot of you guys like to travel. So let's just talk about the case that we're going to travel in for a second. I know that a lot of you guys like to travel with a hard case, and I think that's a good idea, and there's nothing wrong with it. I actually kind of like traveling with a soft case. I didn't put any link in the description for this. I'm sure you guys can find a bag like this at your local Home Depot, which is probably where I got this one, or Harbor Freight or something like that. But just a small soft bag like this, you can actually fit a lot of stuff in here, and it's very easy to just carry around, set it down, in and out. I've lugged around the big ones. I know what you're talking about. I know they're good, they're cool, and you always think that you're going to set it up and work out of it, but most often than not, if you do set it up and work out of it, you're going to wind up getting a ton of hair inside it, in which case it's going to be no good anyways. This is a good question. Okay, what do you think is going to be a decent chair to use doing home visits to get them at a decent height? And that is definitely a huge struggle when you go to people's houses. So more often than not, most people have some kind of stool or some kind of like breakfast bar kind of table or something like that. But that's one of those things that are not going to be easy to accommodate you for every single person. So I guess you just got to look around and take it on a case-by-case basis, unless you choose to travel with your own chair, which personally I don't. I just deal with the minor inconvenience, and that's part of the reason why home visits should cost at least double, if not triple, your normal amount, depending on how far away you're riding and obviously how many people you are cutting at the place. Jamal K, we're going to talk about the corded envies. Actually, I'm glad you brought those up, because actually they're listed in my budget options. I found them. They're like $35. I put the link in the description for them. So anybody who's out here kind of following the line of videos that I'm doing, where I went from self cut and now I went to talking about budget kind of stuff, so that you guys could actually do some pretty good work with those clippers, no problem at all. All right, so I'm gonna jump over and show you what I would recommend that you put in here. And I didn't pick a traveling chair, but I suppose we could dig around and we could find a traveling chair. But the thing is, you guys are all different. You guys are all different heights. Your clients are all different heights, and if you want to travel with it, it might just be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Like I want light. Like if I'm going to hotel rooms or if I'm running around, I want something that's just easy to keep track of, easy to hold in my hand if I gotta wait for a little while, and I can accomplish everything I need to accomplish with that. So I'm gonna flip over to my other camera, and this is there is gonna be a little bit of a surprise here. There will be something that there will be something that might surprise some of you guys, and I'll get to that in just a second. But two of my favorite clippers to use right now, and the reason why I always bring two is because something can happen to one of them while you're there, and the last thing you want is to have something happen to your clipper when you committed to do this haircut. Okay. I'm actually going to look into this topic about traveling chairs, and I will report back to you guys. And if I do find something, I will update it in the links. Okay, so two of my favorite options right now to travel with are going to be, I got the Ergo. Obviously, I've been having a lot of fun using that, and the Magic Clip. Okay, so both of these are great to travel with. However, I'm only traveling with two different kind of brands because I'm still kind of liking this one. So I want to just kind of give this one a thorough try before I'm going to say. But the other thing you could do is get two of the same kind, so that at least you have one charger that can charge them all. So if you decide to go with Wall, you could use the Wall Finale, your electric shaver. You could use the Wall Magic Clips, and you can get a second Magic Clip. So that you could literally have only one charger with you and bring 3 clippers. And I think that's kind of cool. I got a backpack too, Tank. I seen that too. I actually have a backpack out in the garage that I should go through because I forgot. I brought a bunch of stuff home in that damn backpack. So you just reminded me, I got to go look in that backpack too. So if you choose to go across the board with Wall, the cool thing is you might be able to bring just one charger with you. But then again, the chargers are not that much extra weight. So I take these two, and always before you put them in your bag, make sure that you have at least a cap on them or a guard on them. So when I put these in here just like this, I know that they're going to come out in good shape because the blade is being protected by these guards. So I'll throw these two in here. And the next thing that I'm traveling with right now would be the Gold FX. I find this trimmer to be really reliable, really good. I haven't had a need to worry about anything while I'm using it. However, I would throw one extra trimmer in the bag just in case, a trimmer of your choice, but I probably will have my Gamma Absolute Hitter with me also. So these are really good trimmers, and what I like to do is I always like to make sure I have a terry cloth with me. The terry cloths are important anyways to help with a bunch of stuff, from wiping your hands off to dusting a client's neck off. And I'll just wrap up my trimmer in this terry cloth and I put it in the bag. Okay. The next few things that we're gonna do is we're gonna definitely need to bring some shears. And if a client has some long hair, I might bring 1 or 2 of these clips, but I'll keep these clips in there anyways. And I want my shears to be in a case. Okay. So one shear, I like the 9-inch shear. This one's for scissor over comb, and the other shear is just a I think it's like a 5-inch shear, but it's just for cutting the top of people's hair. And this is a convex grip. So it's a really comfortable little shear. And this again, this isn't my main. Like, this just sits. All the stuff that's in here, generally in my travel kit, will just sit. All right. So I'm not actually bringing these back and forth to the shop or nothing. Like, this is like an emergency kit. Maybe I'll take my magic clips out of that, but for the most part, that's not my main shear. Okay, I don't travel with my main shears. I don't travel with my main stuff. I want to actually have a separate travel kit. That way, like, if moment comes, I gotta go, I'm out the door. Everything's cool. Braun Series 9. You guys have all seen enough, but the cool thing about the Braun Series 9 is at least it comes in this good case, and it's one less thing I got to worry about banging around in my bag, so I toss it in here. I could pretty much do anything I need to do with these 2 combs, 1 clipper comb and 1 taper comb. I don't ever really have any need for anything else, other than I do have a small toothbrush in here that I forgot to set out on my table, but trust, I have this little brush right here. So a little brush, little toothbrush looking brush, and it just stays in here. The next one, we're gonna need a straight razor. So if my shear carrying case was big enough, I'd have put this in here, but this isn't my main one. I just keep at the shop, so I just want to throw an extra one in here. Make sure that there's no blade in here. Always treat it like it's loaded, because if you reach down in your bag and you grab it, you don't want to cut yourself. And also, I would rather not have these just floating loosely about. These are my razors. I don't want to have them just floating loosely about in the bag. I'll put them usually in some other container and then put them in my bag. But for now, I'm just going to put them in my bag. Any little water bottle can do. This is just a small bottle that can spray water. Doesn't really matter. I just, it's all about... It's all about convenience and traveling light for me when I do this. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering what's in here. The other 2 things, obviously it's Corona time, right? So we're gonna need to travel with some gloves, and this is also a mask. I think you guys have seen me wear this before. Hold up, I'll show you real quick. I'll add this one in here. All right, so look, this mask, boom, you just put it right over your mouth. Cool. Hopefully we protect ourselves a little bit, but this is how I'm protecting my beard too. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this mask in this kit. And more often than not, I actually wear 1 mask on my mouth, and then I put this one on top of it to help push it in. So gloves, mask, and a light duty cape. Any cape, whatever you got. Most capes, you don't need a giant cape for this, but for the most part. Then the other thing is, what if you get there and the client's got one of them tiny necks? What if it's a kid, something like that? I always bring a cape clip just to help, just in case. And in the event of a emergency situation, what happens if we accidentally nick a customer or we cut a customer? I definitely want to have some antiseptic. So this is nick powder. Just put a little bit on the client, right on the cut or whatever, and usually it will stop the bleeding if you don't cut them too bad. So this is probably one of the better little things to keep in your traveling kit that I think a lot of people would never think of, because let's face it, we don't really think about stuff going wrong. We usually think about stuff going right, but there is those times where you do cut people. So things happen, and you want to make sure that you have that. All right, so probably the number 1. You guys ready? Drum roll. Some of you guys already know what this is, but this is my favorite thing to bring to anybody's house. So this is a little tripod that is not part of the kit, but I just put it in here, okay? And the other part of it is my RGB light. Now, you never know where you're going, how light it's going to be where you're going. So I know you guys have heard me talk about this light before, and you're probably like, "Yo, shut up about the light." Like, I get it, dude. The light's good, but this particular light can do an awful lot of stuff. But you guys can see how damn bright this thing is, and it screws in. It screws in back here. So before I damn near blind myself, you guys could tell that this thing's gonna throw off some heat, right? So let me set this on this other side, and you guys could see, like, if you were cutting my hair right now, hasn't it gotten a lot easier just all of a sudden like that? And you're going to need a light that's going to last. But the cool thing too is you can plug this in and you can get some really dope pictures with it as well. So when you get right down to it, this is probably one of the most important things you can have in your bag anyways. You don't have to have one that's as fancy as this. I included 2 different ones in the link in the description. But again, I can't understate it. This is one of those really, really cool lights. I know, dude, it sucks because this light's probably like $120, I think. And I don't have any affiliation with this light company or anything. I wish I could do something for you, but this light is one of those things that's going to change a lot of stuff for you because you can take really cool artistic photos with it. You can do like portraits and stuff. I could pretend the police are chasing me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I could, there's just so many cool little modes with this thing. But one of the things is, like, it's just got the whole gamut of colors. Like, if I wanted to put this on the wall behind me to have a cinematic look, whatever, you guys get it. So this is probably one of the more important things, though, because when you get to a client's house and it's like a dungeon, or if you're going there at night, or if you're going to a hotel room at night and you can't have any natural light, that's probably something worth addressing too. Is like if you can get, and the cool thing about it is this is so small that I can just throw this right in my kit, and I'm going to. But if you can get any natural light, when you go to your client's house, and you have the option of setting up wherever you want, try to set up right next to one of the windows or wherever you can get some natural light from. But the other thing too about that light is I left a cheaper option light in the description. That's this one here. I use this one a lot here actually during these videos, and this one's not quite as good. I actually have it can actually go kind of cold and it can go kind of warm, so I can like warm up my skin tones or cool myself down. But on the whole, this little light's okay as well. It's just nowhere near as concentrated as that other one was. So it works, and you can get these lights for about $35, and I put the link in the description for this light as well. He said, never do I want to pretend the police are chasing me. I know, right? I'm thinking like a cinematic sequence. I'm always thinking of like cool, funny video ideas. I'm like, pull over, yo, that fade too fresh. Make a little commercial like that. Something like that would be fun. So that's kind of my personal kit, and that's what I would travel with. Now, I actually have a handful of budget barber options that I wanted to talk about, and they're really not that budget. Like, to be honest, I was shocked by how expensive some of the lower end barbering stuff is. And I watched this video, and I don't want to put this person on blast. I watched this video, and the things that they listed as the best clippers, hang on, I got to pull it up again because they're saying these are the top 5 best clippers of 2020. Let's see. I want you guys to hear what they picked. Okay. So they picked the number 1 clipper. All right, let's start with number 5. They picked a Magic Clip Corded for the number 5, which more often than not, that is unavailable. Almost everywhere on almost everywhere on Amazon is totally unavailable. Okay. Then they picked the Wall Professional 5-Star Legend. That's another one that is unavailable. You can't find it anywhere on Amazon right now. So we're wasting 2. Okay. The next one they picked was the Wall Clipper Elite Pro, which is basically like a Walmart style clipper. They put that in number 3, and then for number 2 they put the Andis Masters. Okay, I'll give them that. There's people who believe that. And for number one, they put the OSTER fast feeds and made no mention whatsoever of any modifications. Now, can anybody in this room, as barbers, really say that they agree with that list? If you were to include everything across the board that you know about barbering, how on earth did you not mention one of the most important and most versatile machines on the face of the earth is the Wall 5-Star Senior, period. If you were to go anywhere with a Wall 5-Star Senior, the corded version, you plug that thing in, dude, those things go to work. You can get out any skin line, and they have the power to do anything, okay? And in a lot of ways, yes, they are better than the fast feeds, because the fast feeds, that was the other thing. They were like, the fast feeds got a motor that's twice as strong and blah, blah, blah. The fast feeds have a pivot motor, and the magnetic motor is obviously a magnetic motor. The V9000, come on, man. That motor is way. The old things about magnetics being the weakest clippers, that stuff is out the door. Magnetics are a lot stronger than they used to be. Let's get some of your questions here. One of the hardest things is going to be a mirror to see your clients while cutting. Not everyone has a decent sized mirror. Okay, yeah, this is a great point. This is something that I don't usually travel with in my bag per se, but I do keep an extra hand mirror in my truck. That hand mirror is more or less just to show your customers, but hopefully your customers have a mirror somewhere. But I do actually have a mirror that I cut within the garage that I can throw in the truck as well. So does anybody disagree that if you were going to name out of the top 5, I'm not trying to argue about exact specifics, but if you guys were going to name the top 5 clippers right now, you would probably put the 5-Star Seniors in that running. I don't know a barber who wouldn't put it there. Masters, of course you'd put that there. Okay? The fast feeds, you would absolutely put that there. I absolutely agree with you, JL. But you have to make the distinction that the fast feeds can't be there unless they have the modification. Therefore, there is a little bit of... they're not as grab and go as, say, the Seniors are. And you guys know I love the fast feeds. I'm not trying to talk trash about them or anything like that. Those clippers are fantastic. Okay? But I just think if I was to just hand you a pair of fast feeds and I hand you a pair of Seniors, you're going to do better work with the Seniors. The Seniors are going to last you longer. You're going to have less trouble unless I hand you a modded pair of fast feeds. So cordless, they didn't name one cordless. Okay, I need your help. I'm currently using the corded magic clips, which is lightweight. The magic clips, the cordless magic clips are probably the most lightweight, fun to work with cordless clipper right now that you can buy. And the thing that sucks is this is all going up in price. If I was going to take, like when I came to this today, I thought I was going to tell you to buy the Magic Clip corded on a budget because they used to be like $40. I would have told you look for the Legends. Sometimes you can get those pretty cheap. I would have looked for the Super Tapers. But listen, man, all these are gone. All these are gone. So in my budget list that I put down below here, the number 3, I put the fast feeds, and I put a link for the ceramic cutter if anybody wants it. For number 2, which I actually think is the best overall value right now, is the Andis Envy corded. The Andis Envy corded can perform just about all the cuts that you want, and this thing was like $35. $35, okay? OSTER fast feeds, you're looking at $75 roughly, plus you're going to buy the ceramic cutter, at least another $10. You figure you're going to be in for $80 on a good day, right? The Wall 5-Star Seniors are probably going to cost you about $80, but they're going to be ready to go the second you get them. And then the Andis Envy, which I have listed at number 2, it is a good enough clipper that you can do some really good work with, and it's not that expensive. I'm talking $35, $40. So if you're self-cutting, cutting your kids, learning how to cut, hey, you can get by. You can get by with that. And then there's also eBay too. So, don't be afraid to check eBay. I was just looking on Amazon to just try to see, what I was going to list as my links. And, absolutely, definitely check eBay. But I do think, and I've been saying this for years, the most rock solid, an American-made clipper that you can buy right now for cordless, and I think most barbers are going to agree, is going to be the Magic Clip cordless. I like that a lot. Okay. Now, I thought I was going to talk about trimmers too. I used to have the Lero and the Legend and Hero combination for like $76. I know. And you can't find those anywhere. And the Heroes, can you believe this? They are charging over $60 for Heroes. The Wall Hero was a low-end trimmer that was really, really powerful. Really, really good. And I even think they were going to stop. They were going to stop making them. So one of the Wall guys who's like sponsored, he loved them so much. I think I might be messing the whole story up, but I think that he's the one who saved the Hero model, which was always one of my favorite trimmers for years. And I don't understand why they went up in price so high, but you used to be able to get them for about $30. So with that being said, the budget trimmer, the best budget trimmer that I think you can buy right now, period, is the Andis Slimline Pro Li. You will have the best level of performance that you can get for a very short, small amount of money. I think they're about $60, but they can put in work. They're a workhorse. They're tried and tested. They're as good, if not better, than most corded options. So I put the Andis Slimline Pro Li trimmer to be the number one. And the number two budget, if you wanted to get something corded, I put the wall detailer. And this is just based on availability. Like I would have picked other things if they would have been available, but they aren't. And if you guys are actually looking to spend a little bit more, and you are barbers and you can justify the expense, you can get with the Babyliss Gold FX trimmers. And again, if you guys choose to get them, you can go to 614 Barber Supply, use my link, and you can get a little discount there. You get them about as fast as Amazon, and even they're sold out of a bunch of stuff. Like I was over on 614 before this. I was going to mention to go there for all these things, but they're not even available. I mean, if I go to Clippers and Trimmers, like I am right now, they don't have. If I go to Wall, let's see what they're rocking with Andis. Because if I go to Wall, hang on, I'll share you guys my screen. Let's see here. Let me just close some of these up. Yeah, I'll share with you my screen here. An idea of how many things are sold out right now. All right, we're looking at 140 for seniors, cordless seniors, but we're looking at the Legend Hero combo. It used to be $86, which I think that was a really, really good deal. And you guys should check back when that comes back on. The Magic Clip, the 5-star Magic Clip corded, $48. That's a really good value. The Designer, this is another good clipper, really good value, $45. Even the Wall Sterling 4, the ugly stepchild of Wall that no one would want, is sold out. Can anybody explain this to me? In the Wall Senior. Now, ask me this. Why would you buy a Wall Senior when you could buy a 5-star Senior? Is there anybody in this room who possesses the knowledge to tell me why you would make a boneheaded move like that? Why would you want one of these 3-hole jobs? I don't get it. I never liked them. But this is kind of where we're at. I mean, it's really amazing how and on eBay. That's the truth right there. You definitely want to check eBay for this stuff, and I can't really help you there because the eBay stuff, if I put a link on that, it could be gone right away. So I'm just saying, like, the level of availability or the desire for this, okay, if Amazon's not carrying them, 614 is running low, a lot of the barber supplies are running low, it's really, it's crazy. It's crazy to see the level of interest in these low-end clippers. So I think what's happening is a lot of people went off to Walmart, bought their clippers, they bought all the Conairs that were on the shelf, they bought whatever was available from Amazon initially because they knew they might be without a cut for a while. just, you know, crazy crazy amount of stuff. And the other thing too with the house calls that we were talking about, what do you recommend for hair cleanup afterwards? Take your own broom and dustpan or use the customers? Generally, when I do a house cut, I usually leave the hair and it's up to them to clean it. That's the one perk of having a house cut. But the other thing that I would pack in my bag too is I would throw a can of some clipper side in there as well. So at least you can clean your tools. Out. There is a couple different levers on the Magic Clips. There's ones that are beige. There's ones that are black. I think they denote when they came out, and I'm not sure if the beige one is the newer model. I have the black and gold one, which I think is pretty sick, and I'm really happy with it. I just think it's a good like aesthetically pleasing thing to look at. I like that a lot. The self-cutting 3-way mirror. You know, it's funny, I get asked about this a lot because people know that I've been self-cutting for years. I've never used one of those systems, and those people have reached out to me like 3 or 4 times and said that they wanted to send me one, and then they didn't send me one. So I don't know what to, you know, I don't know what to think about it, but I'm sure they're probably cool. I like a hand mirror. I like to actually move my arm around, and it's not that hard to actually use your hand mirror, because once you find the position you want to stay in, it's kind of easy to tell this arm to, yo, just stay where you at. I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, let's move. I can kind of see what I'm doing. So once you identify what spot you want to work on, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. But, you know, the 3-way cut system, I would like to try it one of these days. I think that'd be really cool. So the other thing that I was wanting to do, because I feel like it would be fun. I feel like it would be fun to help pass some time. If you guys wanted to do this, I'm actually going to announce this, because I was trying to get Ant to come on here, because me and Ant were kind of he kind of came up with this idea, and I think it would be really fun, and I think I want to have him on the channel when we decide who the winner is. So I think that'd be really fun. But Ant's tied up with some Easter stuff right now. He actually just texted me right now. So Ant the Barber, Dope Barber, go check him out. Give him a follow if you're not already. And if you guys are ready, I want to launch another. This is going to be fun. This is going to have nothing to do with hair cutting. So this is going to be, you guys send me a video of yourselves doing something talent, something that takes talent, okay? I don't care what it is, okay? This is what we're going to do. I want to collect your videos for a week, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at who sends me the funniest stuff or the coolest stuff or whatever video I feel like should make it, okay? But it's got to be yours, you know, it's got to be yours. So what we'll do is we'll go through, like, on this channel next Saturday night before it's all said and done. I hope I can get Ant on here to comment with me, but I'll go through your videos. I'll check them out. We'll see whose talent is the best or whatever, and we'll go ahead and we'll pick a winner, and we'll send the winner one of the things that I found in my garage. Something nice. I don't know 100% what it will be yet. You guys can check my community tab throughout the week and see what it is, but we'll find something really cool for you guys who win this. So if it's barber related, that's cool. If it's not barber related, even cooler. I just want to do something fun. So the way that you guys are going to send me these videos of you guys doing some funny stuff, and let's keep it PG, yo, because it's going on my channel. So, like, I'm sure I might see something really funny, but, like, I'm going to save the video. I'm going to edit a nice little video. We'll go through the top 5 or 10 or whatever, and we'll pick a winner. You will send this to my Instagram, which is right here. I'll blow it up a little bit for you. Uptown Barbershop, Naples. Send your funny video or your talent video to Uptown Barbershop, Naples. And no rules, man. No rules. Just talent and me and Ant will do anything. It don't matter what it is, but nothing graphic. All right. So let's not get crazy. Let's not get too crazy. All right. I don't want you to like go out there and do something to hurt yourself. I'm just saying, like, if you guys are working on other little things outside of barbering, you got something fun that you do. If it's dirt bikes, if it's doing wheelies, if it's doing whatever, I'll tell you what. I'll even put something of my own in there as well. I'll put something of my own in there as well, and we'll have some fun with this next Saturday night. I'd really be looking forward to doing something like this next Saturday night. So, what do you guys think? Oh, you put check me. I can't even repeat that. Funny, PG, cool, take it easy. All right. All right. So you guys can see. You can be as creative as you want. The more creative, the better. I'm really looking forward to see what comes my way. But what do you guys think about this idea, this talent show idea? You guys like it? You guys feeling it? You wanna be involved in it? I think it's gonna be fun. Just give us some levity here so that we can get past this difficult quarantine time. But I'm sure there's something that you guys are all good at, because I really do believe this. I really believe that there's some talent that you could best almost anybody you can bust anybody with. Like, everybody possesses some kind of talent in some area of their life. You might not be the best at this, might not be the best at that, but someone has talent about something. Okay, Gerardo, how powerful are the Gamma Ergo versus the Seniors or the Andis Masters? Okay, I want to actually keep this up for a second. I hope it doesn't disappear. This is a great question, actually. So let me go through this just first take. Mind you, I haven't had the Ergo very long, but first take, okay? I feel like the Andis Masters are definitely the most powerful out of the bunch, period. I learned from John at 614 that the Andis Masters have a motor that's 3 times the size of that which is in the Octane or the OSTER Volt. Okay, so that's a hell of a lot of power. But they're loud. And if you were to compare the Senior cordless to the Gamma cordless, I can't say there's enough there to make one of them the winner. It would depend on what hair type you were using, and I can't really say. I think it'd be an even toss-up, but Andis for sure. But just because, it doesn't, have. He said, us guys with no talent have no chance. Being talentless can be a talent. You never know. But and Ant's got some good videos too. He's got some good videos too. Listen, I'm gonna slide one portion of this video. I'm sliding in, all right, and it's not barber related at all. I'm just gonna slide in. I'm gonna throw like a handful, maybe a things at the wall and see what sticks. So. Okay, can I ask you a question about your self-cut videos? If my hair is 3 inches on top for a bald fade, what level would be the highest? What level would the highest line be on the sides? So I'm trying to unpack that here. So you're asking, what level would the highest line be on the sides? If your hair was roughly 3 inches on the top, I would tell you to take, say, a number 2, depending on how high you want your fade to be. Take your number 2 somewhere in the parietal ridge and blend that up with your scissors. And your scissors are going to be what you have to cut the top from. And then if you want to do the bald fade, you now want to, probably for your self-cut, I would say put your first guideline in lower and work your way up and stretch that fade out, because it might not be as easy for you as it might be for someone who cuts a lot of hair. Okay, I'm gonna check my email, critique some cuts, and I'm gonna get out of here. But yo, I'm really looking forward to this talent show. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I really hope I can get Ant on the horn here, and we can go through some of these, and we can see some funny stuff here. So let me refresh this mailbox here. Okay, we got. Not really sure how to say this gentleman's name. I think is Montreal Wheaton is this gentleman's name. And he did a self-cut, and he's a waver too. And okay, so I definitely see some potential here. I think you did a nice job on the hoe, but I would have definitely tried to preserve a little bit more of your C cup, just a little bit more, and I would have dispersed the blend out a little bit differently. So what I would think you could do differently next time is wash your hair, and comb it out real nice, and just make sure that you got your waves kind of standing up. And try to keep your guidelines just a little bit lower. And instead of going into the grain on these waves, try to come down with the grain as a preventative measure first, so that you can keep it a little bit lower. But I definitely see you got some potential here. This isn't bad. It isn't bad. And if you're happy with it, it's cool. And each time you do it, you'll get better. You know. Let's see what the next one here. Okay, perfect. This is the kind of stuff I wanted to see. This is from Ted Shaw. Ted Shaw sent me this one here. He did a let's see, what's it say? He did a number 1 on his brother. A number 1 fade on his brother. And I would say for a number 1 fade, this don't look bad at all. I don't see really heavy weight. I know that this hair is kind of difficult to blend. So you know, all I would say is just probably around the neck. If you would have done a taper, I think it would have came out maybe a little bit cleaner. But I'm not really getting the full story here with this picture. Let me see if he included any other one. But on the whole, it's not bad. It's a passable cut. You could get in and nitpick them here around the top of the ear, but I'm not going to do that because it's a trouble area always. It's not a bad cut. It's a good clean cut, and I think you're on the right track, buddy. And I wouldn't tell you to reinvent the wheel here on that one. Let's see here. Let me synchronize this mailbox and see if... Oh, man, we got a whole bunch more came in. Okay. This next one is from Abed. Can you check my first cut? I'm from London. I'm passionate. Okay. I guess this is all... I don't know what's going on here on the top, but I think this must be the before and this must be the after. And I'll read what you guys say. His name is Abid. He sent it to me. He says, I'm from London. I'm passionate about barbering. It would mean a lot if you could give me feedback. I find it difficult to practice cutting hair. It is difficult to practice cutting hair, and this little guy's hair, it can be pretty tough to fade. I can already tell that right off the bat. So the first critique that I would give you is to take say a number 2 up into this top parietal ridge area, okay? And we're gonna put your guideline down a little bit lower and stretch it out and really stick to your steps. So try not to get yourself, because what this looks like you started off, it was a great haircut, it started going great, and you got in there to do a little bit of the detail work, and some of the detail work caused it to become kind of unblended in some areas. So all I'm going to tell you is I feel like you're really on the right track, but just be thorough and don't skip steps. Make sure that you're finished with step 1 before you move on to step 2. So definitely going to need a little bit of corner work on that last one. Okay, this one's a video. I better check and make sure it's not anything going to get me in trouble on YouTube for. Okay, it looks good. It looks real good. Okay, this is from, I don't know if I'll be able to just drop this one in. Let's see here. How do we do this? Okay, I got it figured out. Because he sent me a video through the email. That's like the first time I've ever really tried to drag that one in as an overlay here. So he says it went to my download folder. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, here he is. So this should, bam. Okay, here we go. All right, let's rewind this a little bit. This is a good cut. I like what I'm seeing here. it's clear that he took his time on this. It looks like this is a home cut, so he probably didn't have the best available lighting and stuff too. So you got to give him credit where credit is due. And this is a real close up. So this is like looking at you naked. I mean, the only thing I would tell you is maybe get some texturizing shears and just try to get into some of those dark spots a little bit if I wanted to nitpick. But on the whole, I think this is a pretty good cut. What do you guys think? You know, at the very least, just a little bit of texturizing shears probably could have helped you out just a tiny bit. But on the whole, I think it's pretty good, man. I think it's pretty good. All right, next one. Okay. We got another guy with his shirt off. I'm sorry, all right? But it's a good cut. All right, so, man, really? All right. All right. This cut's clean. Okay, this cut's clean. The only thing I'm going to say is a little bit more curve in the beard, potentially, probably some aftershave, or maybe a lighter razor. But $5 haircuts, you got to raise your prices, man. You got to raise your prices because it's crazy. I think that you're undervalued, man. I think you did a nice job on this haircut, and you should definitely charge a little bit more for that haircut. This one here, I'll drop in. It's from the same person. His name is AKA Otik. Akotik. I'm probably not saying that right. His name is Akotik, I think. And this cut looks good. I can't really see that top line. Looks pretty good. In here on this taper compared to this side, it looks like you tapered one side and you didn't taper the other as well, or it could be the photo that's throwing me off a little bit here. But I think you're on the right track. I would just say that probably try to preserve a little bit more hairline, and this is something that I'll do a lot. If I know that I want to keep some of this C cup, I'll put my skin in behind the C cup. So I'll try to leave the front of this hairline just completely alone, and I'll just make a nice skin line in like a horseshoe shape if I'm doing a taper or something like that. That's what I would do to preserve some of that hairline. So we got J-Rock 45 in the house dropping this. You know, it's so much better to do this through email. This is how we're going to do it from now on, because y'all know how slow my IG be running real slow. All right, I see a little area. Right in the parietal ridge area, just a little bit above the ear. There's definitely a little bit of a line there, but the rest of this cut looks like it's pretty clean. So what I would be advising you here on this one would be to just close your clipper all the way, and you can attempt two moves can remove that final lineup. One, the rake, which I don't like using the rake too much because I think it's dangerous. But the rake is when we go upside down and we chip into the line with the corner, or just use your trimmers. Make sure you have a close set of trimmers. Use just the corner and rock over that line, and that line would come right out. I mean, literally, if I sat that person down, we would get rid of that line in like 4 seconds, which is why I'm going to tell you that's a good haircut. You're all the way there. You just got that last little bit. Plus, this could have been a self-cut too, which would make it that much harder. Okay. Here we go. This one says, I just started cutting. Okay, this guy just started cutting, so let's give him some help, and let's be nice on him. All right, so the first things first, this is the before, and we have the after. We actually have two afters. So I'll drop 1 and 2. So here are the after photos. Okay, it looks like you did a nice job giving him an all-around even cut. Looks like you more than likely went with the grain, I would think, because it looks really smooth. It looks like you got some good lighting over here. So I'm kind of peeping your setup. I see you got some tools and some FedEx going in the back. But the sideburns, now I don't know if the client requested this, but the sideburns are the only area that I would probably change a little bit. I would say to either cut them a little bit shorter and square them off, or give them down to points, or taper it out. So to taper it out, I would actually tell him to go ahead and skin him in here and blend it out. I think that would have looked better personally on this client, but I think what you did looked fine, and I don't think it's a bad haircut or anything. It's safe, and it's getting you by for sure. Okay, this is Acotic one more time. Really smooth taper. I really like the way you blended this out. I think this looks great. I would be happy to wear this cut. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to say about that one. I think that's very fair. Very fair. Who's the one who was charging $5? Was that John? Or no, it wasn't. It wasn't John. It was who was it that was charging the $5? I can't remember which guy's name it was, but raise your prices, man. Okay, I got two more. All right, first one, dropping her in there. This is from Marco Alonso. And Marco Alonso, I like what you did here, man. I like what you did here. I think the blend is really smooth. The transition from skin to a number 2 is nice. And it looks like this is a disconnected style with some really curly hair on top, which makes it work. It really makes it work. If I was going to nitpick you, I would say maybe you could take a little bit more off the back with scissors, but I think that we're in good shape there. But that's just and it's subjective too. It's subjective too. But that's the thing. We're all artists. We all express ourselves in different ways, and it's subjective. And what I feel, versus what you might feel might be a little bit different. Okay, we got one with some enhancements in here, and just to start off, when it comes to enhancements, I don't care about I like enhancements. I think they're fun to work with. I think it's important that we learn how to integrate them into our systems, because this Photoshop stuff is just not going away, and you're gonna have to do everything you can to compete. Okay, I can already tell off the bat that this client's hair is probably a nightmare to fade. It looks like it's really fine. It looks like it's got a low amount of density. You did a nice job with the enhancements around the beard. Maybe a little bit heavy. Maybe some people are going to say they don't like it. I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, if you stack it up against some of the other cuts that you see in the internet, I don't think it looks too bad. But the blend around this guy's head, I can see he's got kind of a lump in here. It's not going to be easy. I may have just kept the fade just a little bit lower and tried to keep a little bit more hair in the parietal ridge area. So maybe next time, try using like a 3 in this area or a 4 and come down. But look, not everybody's hair is going to be the best to work with. Not everybody's going to make the gram. Sometimes, and that was a bid. That was Abid Raman. Sorry. Okay, John. Thank you, man. I got your email. He said he had just got his first pair of clippers in February, and he wants to thank me because these videos helped out a lot. Well, dude, if you just got your clippers in February, and just doing that kind of work already, I think that's really good, man. I think that's really good. I think you're on the right track, buddy, and wishing you luck. Oh, we got Ivy Mac. I didn't even see you had sent this. I just went back down my list just to see if we had any more. Ivy Mac doing it. Hold up. I want you guys to see this one. That's a smooth blend. That's a blend that when I look at it, I want to go cut hair. Like when I see that, I want to start getting my clippers out and going to work. I think you did a fantastic job here, and anything that I said about this would just be nitpicking. I even like the back of it. See, this is something that can be challenging sometimes to get the line even. If we look in the top right photo, to get the line even coming down on the left and the right, On kids' heads and stuff, it's going to be impossible to get it absolutely perfect, but it can be a challenge to do that. And I think that looks good, man. That's like the kind of work that when I see it, I'm like, I want to go work. I want to go to work. I want to do like the way I felt like when I used to watch skate videos. I watch skate videos. I'm like, yo, I want to go skate, man. I want to go skate. So, all right, I'm gonna do like one or two more, and then I'm gonna get to dipping because we've been at it for an hour. But yo, this is probably the most amount of people that we've been able to hold live. We've been steady holding. I've been paying attention. I've been peeping you guys. Between 80 and 60 people this whole time. So really, really appreciate you guys hanging out and helping me grow my live following. This is just awesome. All right, so we'll do Marco's. This is Marco Alonso. This is a cut on his little brother. And right off the bat, the very first thing that I see is that the top looks like it was cut with maybe about a 5 or a 6 or potentially scissors, but it is not blended into the bangs thoroughly. And this is that situation that I was talking about last week when we were talking about how to blend the sides in a little better in the back. That's when I take my length, my interior length. First, I cut my bangs. When I lift my bangs up and I blend them into my interior length, all I need to do is I need to connect it from however short it is here to however long. I don't want to recut the bangs, so that's when you'll see me picking up sections like this all the way across the front of my head, and that will help that blend in a lot better. Next, your blend is not bad, just a little bit of texturizing shears, and I think we'd be rocking and rolling. We'd be rocking and rolling. I still watch skate videos. I was watching a skate video earlier today. I was watching a flat ground skate competition, making me want to skate again. I was really, really into it, you guys. Someday I might release a video showing you my old talent. We'll see. Maybe next Saturday. AK Blends, he said, how can I get my cuts in on this? You just send them over to masterprimetime@gmail.com. I'll set them aside and I'll critique them. So we'll I'm not here. And just by the way, you guys, like I'm not here to quote roast my subscribers or make you guys feel bad or make myself feel good. Like none of this is for that. Like I'm literally only here just to help you grow. I'm not here to beat you up about it. All right. There's other channels where they want to make fun of people who ain't as good and stuff like that. It's all about growth here. Okay, man. I think this is gonna be my last one before I slide. And don't feel bad if I didn't get to yours because. We'll do this. We can do this almost every live. Anytime that we got time, we can do this every live. So we got a before, and let me see the afters. 2 afters. Okay, cool. Bam, and I'll get rid of the before. Let's get this one out of here. Oh, gotta slide this over. Okay, and we got one more. Okay, so this is from Steven. It's a mohawk fade. Steven, I'm not sure how long you've been cutting. I'd be curious to know. But there's one thing that jumps out on me right off the bat, and it gets me. It's the curve in the beard. The beard shape, like it's sort of bowing out this way, right? And let me make some room so y'all can see me in the middle. Okay, so his beard should be swooping down with a nice kind of curve to it, right? But his beard's doing the opposite. It's kind of like the curve is opposite. So what I would recommend you do is knock a little bit of this dude's beard off. If you did his beard. Now, I don't know if the client did his own beard. And if that's the case, all good. The sides of this mohawk fade look like it's blended pretty good. I'd like to see a back view. I'd like to see a back view of the cut because that's when you really see these mohawk fades. But it looks like the blend is fairly smooth. And without actually seeing a direct on back view, I wouldn't want to say anything. But if you see the two lines are cool. I would have actually probably just maybe detailed those a little bit more with a straight razor. That's the only thing. So, and I would have done that with a little bit of shaving gel if I really wanted those to stand out a little bit. If I really wanted those to stand out a little bit, that's what I'd do. All right. So, okay, J Rock, we'll do this one. I gotta do this one, cause this is an edge up thing. We can fix this one really easy. you want to be careful with these edge ups. Like if you're gonna do the edge up, here's another view that shows. This kind of shows the thing. All right, so when you do these edge ups, you want to be careful. Make the lines defined and actually just square him off a little bit in the front and make his C cups a little bit more defined. I'm not saying that you need to go deep into them, but you want to avoid having the look of a singular kind of horseshoe edge from the front. So if I look at him and I see like a circle shape, right, it's kind of taken away from the squareness and stuff like that. So I would say just square out those edges and define his C cups a little bit more, and you probably will have a little bit easier. Leave Eddie's beard alone. You want to cut my... Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta call. All right, one more. That's it. All right, you guys, encore. One more, and then we're gonna slide. And remember, when I go live next time, we're gonna be giving away something. I'm gonna be giving away something on almost every single live. The only reason I'm not giving away something on this live is because I went live this morning. I did a walkthrough cut, and I gave away something fairly expensive. So in order for me to actually distribute this a little more effectively, normally I don't go live twice a day. So from here on until that box is gone, we're going to go live. I'm going to give away something in almost every live video. Okay, and this is the last one. This guy's name is Timva. I think his name is Timva. And he says he just started cutting at the shop, and this cut looks all right, man. This cut looks all right. You know, based on these angles, it's difficult to really critique you because I'm not seeing a whole lot wrong at these angles. So I don't think there's really anything I would worry to say to you on this, and anything that I would say would just be kind of nitpicking. But I think you're on the right track, and you're doing good work, and you're welcome to send it in any other time in the future. I would love to see your guys' growth. You the bomb, girl. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for those of you guys who donate. And for those of you guys who can't donate and you enjoyed the show, just give me a thumbs up, man. That's all I ask. That's the next best thing. So I really appreciate that. It's definitely helping the channel grow every day. I'm trying real hard to bring you guys these fun lives. And you know what? Next Saturday is going to be fun because I'm just going to mention this one more time before I get the talent show. The talent show is going down next Saturday. So you guys, please feel free. It does not have anything to do with barbering. Just feel free to send me some videos of you guys doing some stuff that takes talent to Uptown Barbershop Naples on my Instagram. This will give me time to go through them, save them, create a little video. We can watch it, and we can make sure that we have some fun next Saturday going through the talent show, and we'll pick a winner. Hopefully I'll have Ant the Barber on with me. But if not, we'll pick a winner. I see you over there. Angelina Garcia, I think you already did donate to me earlier today. I appreciate you. But if you have Super Chat set up, there's a little $ there. You can just click it. You can send a couple bucks that way. That's the easy way. Or if you click the link in the description, I have a PayPal link that says donate. And you can just click that and you can send whatever to PayPal also. Uh-oh. JL, happy birthday next Saturday. Oh, you're gonna be here for your birthday? That means a lot. Thank you so much. If you are. And if you're not, that's cool too. You can always catch it. MMA, what up, G? Donate by sending your life savings to Eddie's PayPal. No, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. All I'm saying is you guys, like, I'm not trying to break the bank or anything like that with the donations. I appreciate everything I get. I'm trying to just bring you whatever I can. And whatever you guys can do, great. Whatever you can't do, great. Any thumbs up I get, that really helps my channel grow, helps it to get suggested. And I'll tell you what, that walkthrough cut I did this morning has over 1,000 views. And that's pretty good for something that I did early in the morning as a live. So it was streamed 9 hours ago, and it did 1,000 views. So I think that's pretty cool. It looks like the situation with the lives is growing. So this makes me really happy. So if you guys got any other questions, I'll hang around for another minute or two. If I don't see anything else, I'm gonna get to going. He says he's gonna have to. I'm sure I butchered your name. Acotic. Acotic? I'm probably saying that totally wrong. I'm sure I butchered it. I'm trying here, man. Hey, man, I have a question. What's the best trimmer for kids? I mean, the best one that hits close and doesn't hurt. Okay, most trimmers are capable of hitting close without hurting them. The key is you want to make sure that your moving blade is not going any higher than the top blade, and you want to make sure that you're not gouging anybody. Because if I took any clipper or any trimmer, I push really hard into the skin, that skin's going to fold over, it's going to hit the moving blade, and it's going to cut that person. So it doesn't really matter what you do, but I feel like the Slimline Pro Li, which I listed in the description, is probably one of the best it's probably one of the best budget trimmers that you can buy. Whether you're a barber or not, they're great low cost trimmers, and they're good. My YouTube career is over, Eddie. Why? Why, MMA? What's it gonna be? He's going for it. So, all right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And J Beats and Waves, I think I got your email earlier. If you did email me, I'm pretty sure I got it. I'm gonna try to get that. I'm gonna try to get that caliber shipped out to you as soon as possible. And advice on different hairstyles, we can get into that. What's this next one? What size scissors do you use for scissors over comb? I prefer a 9-inch. Personally, that's a good healthy length for me. I don't really think any bigger is any more beneficial for me, my size hands and things like that. But you gotta hold them. Oh no, his Final Cut crashed and he can't produce videos. Boy, you better get Final Cut support on the bone. They're literally one of the best. They're one of the best. The wall peanut is, don't sleep on the peanuts. One, you already know, I tell people this all the time, don't sleep on the peanuts. The peanuts can put in some work. I've seen some really, really good work done with the peanuts, and I've done some really good work. They're strong, and the thing about the peanuts that sucks is they're a lot more expensive than they used to be. They used to be a lot less expensive, which made them a much better value. I'm looking forward to it too, man. Appreciate everyone. Thanks for the feedback and looking forward to the talent contest. Okay, cool, man. Cool. I'm looking forward to that too. I actually did just get an update on my Final Cut. I was having some trouble with that too. I forgot to mention that. I just did an update on Final Cut, and I was having an issue too, but I straightened it out. I was having trouble color grading with Cinema Grade. That I'm not sure. AK Blends, I know that Babyliss is one of the most notorious companies when it comes to not supporting some of the stuff that they produce. So they'll put something out and then they won't give you any of the supporting stuff for it. So they'll give you a fantastic trimmer, but you can't buy a new blade. I don't know where you would get extra stuff like that. But, okay, more about the talent contest. Okay. I'm going to put the link in the description to describe this a little bit better. But listen, just as far as the talent contest goes, I'll keep an eye on my community tab. I'll update you guys throughout the week during the community tab. But the talent contest does not have to do anything whatsoever with cutting hair. In fact, I'd prefer that it doesn't. It's just anything that you're good at, any talent that you might have. Make a little video of yourself performing said talent and send it to my Instagram. I will stitch these talents together and I will play a video of like the top 5 and we'll see who wins. So I'm gonna put your Instagram in there and stuff too. So we'll have some fun watching people do something other than cutting hair, because I think it'll just be fun. So that's all there is to it. All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Seems like we had a pretty good show, good turnout tonight. So again, I really appreciate you so much. And this is the YouTube Barber Academy. I am Mr. Eddie Barber, and at the worst, I'll see you next Saturday, but I'm sure I'm going to go live again before then. And be on the lookout for some videos that I'm dropping. They're coming real soon. Appreciate you. Once again, I'm out. Peace.